Barbell Weekly, Entry 3, Super Bowl weekend. I'm thinking Cam Newton's going to take the cake and dominate the game tonight. I don't see the Broncos being able to hold that type of athlete back, but hoping Peyton Manning comes out with a win. Here is my dynamic effort bench. We went with the football bar with double mini bands, 95 pounds for 16 triples. Driving through the top of the lift. Those double mini bands definitely kick my butt because I got to really remember to drive through on the last couple reps. Here's my final week of football bar incline. As my secondary barbell movement, I ended up hitting 225 for 3 sets of 3. Here's Kyle's. He's in a second block of his HATE training, Matt Vincent. He's working 5x10s. He's coming off of 10x10s. Now he's working the 5x10. So here's 120 for 5 sets of 10. He usually supersets these with some burpees just to get some conditioning work in, and it seems to be paying off. Here is my back day. Since I'm not squatting or deadlifting until probably another week or two, I threw in a back day. So I go into the gym and I hit about 8 to 10 rounds of something, and I just kind of go for time. On this particular day, I ended up doing rows, chins, I did face pulls, some tricep extensions, just everything to blow up the upper back and lats. Hit a little arm work, but just trying to get some extra work in so that I'm not standing around just doing two bench training days a week. Here's Kyle's deadlift day, 315 for 5 sets of 10. This had to be brutal. That 5 sets of 10 work, I know Matt Vincent, it's in his training, but there's a lot of guys that just rep their faces off here in the deadlift, and it pays off when they go for the max effort lifts. So that volume in the lower back is crucial. You really need to be able to build up a solid base if you want to lift some heavy weights. Here is I call it my leg day. I have 2 of these a week. I just do some single leg work, but I wanted to show you this is how you get some volume into your legs when you can't squat. So I don't like doing it. It's not comfortable for me, but it's what I have to do right now to keep moving around. So I'll do it for another week or 2, and then I'm going to get back into it. 590, here's Kyle, or 590, 190, 5 sets of 10. He's working feet up on the bench. He knows this is relatively lightweight, so why don't we make the exercise a little bit harder? Larson press, so Adrian Larson's a guy, can't really use his legs in the bench press, but he's strong as hell. So this is popular going around, but that's what that's called, with the feet up on the bench. I'm at Johns Hopkins University weight room right here with my good friend John Gregory down there. Wanted to show you guys, we went out the night before, so I wasn't feeling particularly great, but I wanted to get some good work in, so I had a tight grip on the bar and ended up working with 315. I ended up taking it for 6 reps total, so I did 2 on my first, 3 on my second, and then I took a nice long pause on my last one here. I felt good, strong, and explosive, so I was happy to work with this weight and such tight a grip, and I drive up through. We did some face pulls, we did some extension work, and some core work after it. 5x10 again with Kyle. He's got 290. He's rocking the 908 barbell spring 2015 hoodie. One good thing about all these reps that Kyle's doing it is dialing in his form. So he's just a machine. He's just driving up and down. The knees are coming out. No cave work. It's just repetitive movements over and over again. So when he gets heavy weights on his back, his body will naturally know what to do. I've had successful programs like that in the past. It's just like I just cannot handle that type of volume. Kyle seems to be able to handle it. So I hope when the time comes, we see the benefits. Here's another great way to build up some volume in your legs, in your posterior chain. Here's some sled pulls. I do about 50 yards for about 8 trips, 135 pounds, and a 50-pound weight vest at the one and only Mage Strength and Conditioning up there in Nazareth, PA. Craig Merrick is the owner. Have a nice weekend.